Hello Aries, and welcome to my channel, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is a love reading for Aries from the 8th to the 21st of October 2018. Please don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign for a more complete picture. I put the decks that I'm using in the description box, so if you want to purchase these decks, I put links to Amazon and eBay, so go through those links. And if you want a personal reading, please contact me. I put my email and my website address in the description box as well, so send me a message. And don't forget to watch my deck walkthrough series. You might find that interesting. And like, share, and subscribe if these messages resonate with you. So I'm just going to do a general energy read for you, and then I will do a general tarot read for you. So, the first card is different perspective. So you need to see things from a different angle, see things with a new vision. Maybe you're hoping for some sort of a stable kind of relationship to come out of whatever you're in at the moment. Maybe you're hoping for a long-term commitment, a wedding. On the other hand, you could just be attending a wedding soon, but this might be on your mind. You've been thinking about marriage, you've been thinking about a stable kind of relationship, and that's what you're trying to go for. And you're trying to look at things from a very different perspective as well. Things seem to be quite at a standstill for you, so maybe your mind is wandering a little bit. So things not really moving right now. You feel a bit stagnant right now. And you can see that you've got the boredom and apathy card over there, and you've got the sense of restlessness coming along. So, you feel like you're looking for something better, something more. Maybe you've been looking around you, and you've got your eye out on somebody. So the lust for forbidden fruit, and this generally is, it stems from boredom. The need to bring some excitement back in your life. So this is what's been going on. And, because things are at a standstill, the mind wanders and you lust for forbidden fruit. So going into the future, you've got first date and codependence. So there might be somebody coming into your arena, some sort of person maybe asking you out on a first date, maybe you asking them out on a first date, but definitely, maybe even going out on a blind date, who knows. So there's something new that is coming in for you. But be careful that you don't develop codependency within this relationship. So don't put too much of focus on it. Make sure that you're keeping your independence, keeping your power, and not becoming codependent on that person, because then that opens the doors to getting depressed or feeling rejected if things don't work out. So there's some sort of first date coming out, a prospect. Maybe somebody is going to be asking you out, and things are starting to move, but make sure that you're not developing any kind of codependent issues. So make sure you're keeping yourself, keeping your power, and making sure that you're acting independently and not becoming dependent on that person for emotional support, if you like. So I'm just going to draw some cards. I have shuffled this deck, so I'll just draw some cards. So the main energies of this card is the Page of Coins. So you are, focusing on your work. This might be a new job that you're starting, where you're a new job offer, something coming in as far as the work front goes, and being offered to you news about that. So you're starting off something brand new as far as your work goes, and that is where you are focusing your energies now. Maybe you're going back to work, or you're starting a new job, or you're getting a new promotion, but there's some change coming in as far as a shift going in as far as your money goes, and something new coming in, some new money coming in, a new offer coming in as far as work goes. So the main energies for you, it is all about work, it seems, even though this is a love spread. You've got the World card and you've got the Emperor. So the Emperor is the card ruled by Mars, and that is your sign, Aries. So you are taking back control of your life again, and it is control of your job. and your job might involve travel, but this is the card that the world card is a card ruled by Saturn. So Saturn rules your work life, and the Mars energy taking control, refocusing, directing energy on your work life. So taking back control of your life and going into a, this card could signify that you will be traveling because of your work. So maybe you're doing your job on an international basis, meeting more people, but definitely the Emperor taking control of your work life. So you're very much taking your focus off your emotional life and you're refocusing it on your work. And it might involve meeting a lot of people, communicating with a lot of people, or traveling all over the world. And that is where you are focusing all your energy now. And also the show's like a card of leadership. So you have, maybe you've gotten a promotion where you are in charge of a lot of people, a person of authority, maybe into some sort of management position, but it also involves some kind of travel as well. And this might be the new offer that you're getting, an offer where you're taking a leadership role, and that offer involves you traveling quite a bit. So in the past year or so, there's been a lot of problems. You felt like your career was in tatters. Everything that you owned was lost. You felt that there was a big loss in your life, and you're standing there alone crying over it. So, it seems like you were in some sort of relationship. It broke down, and it also broke you in the sense that everything, you feel like you've lost everything, all your dreams, everything you felt was shattered, and you were crying over this broken coin with this Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles also shows no support and feeling isolated and alone and financial loss and feeling poverty stricken, and feeling powerless, and that's how you've been feeling in this last year. And in the last 3 months, there was lots of arguments. You got the Five of Rods over here, so a lot of problems within that relationship. Lots of arguments and fighting and not getting along. You can see they are easily matched. It could have been some physical violence as well involved in it. So a lot of the energies are so negative. They're so harsh, and there were so many problems, and you were so disappointed and felt let down. So a lot of confrontation coming up as well in this last 3 months or so. And you are goodness, this is three fives, and they're all surrounding the central card. So on your mind was this, if you can see what I mean, you've got a 5 up here, a 5 here, and a 5 here. So 3 fives. The fives are like the cards in the tarot that's always talking about this energy that is so disruptive, so harsh. It's like a big change that has come. There are always negative changes with these fives. So you can see you've got the 5 of coins, broken dreams. You've got the 5 of cups over here, which says that you are depressed, grieving, mourning loss. So these are cards of loss. And you've got the 5 of Rods, which shows confrontation and fighting and arguments and very, aggressive energy that has caused so much of chaos. So 3 fives, I haven't seen that before. 3 fives coming up one after the other. And it shows that it's all surrounding the central cards, which is the Emperor and the World. So you are recovering from all these problems that you have. That's been going on around you. You've got the Emperor and the World. So you are taking back your control. After being in all of this true area now is shining through after all the problems that have been going on. And you're doing that by focusing again on yourself and getting your power. So you're putting your job first, and you're getting out of the situation of where you have lost that relationship and you are grieving over it, where there was so much of arguments and fighting and battle and competition and nastiness within that relationship, and also that where you've had previous career loss or loss of money or financial loss. All of that, you're putting it all behind you. You're taking back control, the Emperor and the World card, focusing on your work with this World card. And you can see that also in this 3, where you are now being active and you are now getting back your self-confidence and focusing again on yourself and your career path and getting back your power. So you're putting your work and your earning of money and getting back, you're getting back into the work front again, it seems, or maybe getting a job promotion that makes you focus back on yourself and promoting yourself. And it might seem that things are, you felt that you made a very big sacrifice for this relationship, and things were completely upside down, if you like, hands and feet tied. The sacrifice that you made was not worth it, you felt. And right now you feel things are not moving, but things are going to be moving for you. It seems like you're getting back yourself, and the sacrifice that you made may not have been worth it in your opinion, but it was a learning experience, and you have now reached that turning point in your life that you're going to be moving on. Gosh, you've got all the fives in this spread. So you've got the 5 of swords as what people saw you as. So people did see that, you were being put down. You were being humiliated. You were being controlled and manipulated. So you've got all the 5s in this. I have never seen this before, I have to say. So this was quite an awful relationship for you to have been in, where you've been being treated really badly and been held down by that person's words, and they were very vindictive as well. They did things just for the pleasure of doing it, pleasure of making you feel uncomfortable and feel miserable. It seems like that's how they did it. They were very dominating, and they held you. They took your power away from you, and that is where you're coming from. So you've got all 4 5s. So you've got the 5 of swords, the 5 of rods, the 5 of pentacles, and you've got the 5 of cups. So you've come out of quite a miserable, horrible situation, and now it is finished. So you've got the 10 of swords. So something really nasty has ended in your life. The 10 of swords, it's the end of that cycle, and that is what you're hoping for, that everything now is finished and you are ready to move on. You are not going to try and resurrect that relationship again, because it took too much out of you, and it caused so much of loss and so much of drama and so much of grief in your life, and you just want it to end and you want to move on. So let's see what's coming out for the future. You've got the Ace of Cups, the Judgment, and you've got the 10 of coins. So the Ace of Cups is showing that there's a new emotional cycle. So it doesn't necessarily, it could be a new relationship, but it also could be a new way in which you're approaching things. And it's also divinely guided. That means God will be putting in new energy in order and giving you that new strength in order for you to move forward. So you will have that influx of insight, inspiration, and you will get new love coming in, a new way of looking at things. So something brand new beginning after all this grief that you've been through, that will help you get through the situation. And you've got the Judgment card coming in over here. So you're being called to make that decision to move on and find a new pathway in life. You can see this angel blowing this particular trumpet, and with the Judgment card, it's like usually at a crossroads in your life, and you have to let go of that past and make sure that you take these lessons with you. So if you get a new relationship, this is not what I want out of that relationship. I don't want to be in a place where I was codependent on somebody, and they used me, and they did what they want, and I had no power. So you are being called to change directions and take those lessons that you learned and move on, reinvent yourself and do something for yourself, because this card is the 20. So this is a real end of that old cycle, and now a time to move on. So perhaps that was just a very big learning experience, and now you will move on in a new direction into something much better and something that is much more suited to you. And you've got the 10 of Pentacles over here. So whatever that relationship was not good. If it was a marriage, it's now also at an end. That financial dependence that you may have had on that person has also come to an end, and now you are starting off for yourself, and you will be able to build. With the 3 of Cups, 3 of Coins, it's a card where you build. So building something beautiful, something big, something long-lasting, and also getting a lot of recognition for whatever work you're doing. So you're now starting to focus on yourself. Everything that was nasty is now ended. If this was a relationship or a marriage that was, something that held you down and kept you under, it's now finished, and you are being called on to make that decision and move forward, because something brand new is coming in for you. So the end of a really old cycle with even the world, that cycle is finished. That financial dependence is finished. And now you're taking back that control with the Emperor card, and you are moving forward. So whatever sacrifices you made, it was all part of the learning lessons. Everything happened for a reason. but something new is coming in, and you're focusing again back on your work and getting your personal power back. So it is a period of healing. I've never seen 4 5s in a deck before, but you've gotten all the 5s, and those are really awful cards to get, I think, because it shows so much of negative energy. But you are getting over all of that, and something brand new is coming in for you. So the end of a really awful cycle. And you've got the World card as the first card, the Six of Gabriel, and the Strength card. So this is excellent. So this shows that cycle is now finished. Whatever happened is now over, and you will move on to something. This shows a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. So whatever happens is now finished. All that drama you went through is now finished, and you will start something new and something better. This is Archangel Michael, and he's saying that all that is finished, and now you will move on to something new. And you have the world in your hand. You can do what you like. And it will all work in your favor as well. And you've got the Six of Gabriel, which says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move to the next project, awards and scholarships and promotions. So now you're going to be victorious, because this is the Six of Gabriel. It's like the Six of Wands, victory over everything that you have come through, and victorious in your work, victorious in everything that you do. And now, from now onwards, it seems like there will be a change for the better for you, and you just need to have the confidence, strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence and forgiveness. So have the self-confidence. Don't let whatever happened to you in the past bring you down. Make sure that you have the self-confidence to go forward in life and act with confidence, act with boldness, big moves. So the end of a really nasty cycle, and now the beginning of something brand new, and you will be victorious in whatever you do now, because the old is gone away and you finished with it. You've learned that lesson, and now you're ready to move on to something better, and something better is awaiting for you in the future. Just have the courage and have the strength to be able to do it, and don't lose heart. You have come through a lot, and now these are tools that you've been given in order to be able to deal with any kind of thing, any kind of challenge that comes your way. You will be able to be victorious in it. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.